Wrap It Up Awards. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem Harris. Now, for the Wrap It Up Awards, this is the first annual. We're gonna go through a whole bunch of categories: Rap Album of the Year, R&B Album of the Year, Underrated R&B Album of the Year, etc. And we're gonna say who I think should have won. Now, I'm not gonna act like I'm not a little biased in some of these because these have to be people that I like. I'm not just going with what's hot or anything. I'm going with my nominees because this is my list of awards and stuff like that. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this and hope you enjoy. Our rap album of the year, there's a whole bunch of nominees. Now this year in rap was a solid one. I don't think it was the best year in rap, but I also think like stuff like the pandemic kind of hindered a lot of the stuff that could have possibly happened. It fucked up festival season as well. But we're not gonna dwell on a negative. So let's get into these nominees. You got Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, the deluxe edition. You got West Side Gun, Pray for Paris, which I think was a solid album. I didn't know who West Side Gun really was until like late last year, and I like him. I think he's dope. I think his whole camp is dope. You got Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist Alfredo. You got Royce the 5'9", The Allegory, Pop Smoke, Shoot for the Stars, D Smoke, Black Habits, and Nas King's Disease. Now, I think all of these albums were solid, obviously because I nominated them. I think each of them had like great elements. Like Dreamville's Revenge of the Dreamers had a whole bunch of artists on there that like I didn't think was getting their shine, and you saw J. Cole use his platform to put them out. West Side Gun has been really consistent. His whole camp, Griselda, has been consistent with the content that they're giving. Freddie Gibbs had a great year last year, and he just capitalized on it this year as well. Royce the 5'9" has always been one of the lyrical guys who's gonna kill you with the bars. Pop Smoke, R.I.P. He was just coming into his own. It's sad that he had to get murdered and stuff like that, but he was just coming into his own. I think he was about to be a mega star. D Smoke was somebody who came out of nowhere for me. I had no idea who he was because I didn't watch the Netflix show, and I was like, man, I literally was like, when did Sir become a rapper? And then I found out it was his brother. So D Smoke is dope though. And then Nas, you already know what Nasty Nas. Like, I don't need to do the explanation. But the winner, that's what y'all here for. The winner to me is Royce the 5'9" with the Allegory. Now, with that album, you have Royce talking about stuff that usually aren't talked about on dope albums. Like, he was talking about racism and capitalism and everything that's going on in America. Like, and he didn't give it in a way where it's like him preaching. Cause most of the time you hear albums like that, it's like they're preaching to you. So the album of the year for rappers, for rap, is Royce the 5'9", The Allegory. Next category we have is R&B Album of the Year. Now, this year in R&B, I think women dominated this. There's like, women just dominated, period. Like, there's nothing you can really say that can convince me otherwise, but they dominated in all music, really, but especially R&B. Women dominated this year. And to me, this was a great year in R&B. So let me get into these nominees for R&B Album of the Year. You have Xavier Omar, If You Feel. The Weeknd, After Hours, because you will get a nominee over here because the Grammys can suck a dick. You have Janae Aiko Colombo. I think I'm saying her name right. Chalombo. Oh, sorry in advance. Kaylani, It Was Good Until It Wasn't. Kiana Lede, Kiki, and Chloe and Halle, Ungodly Hour. Now, this one was really difficult for me to pick because each of them had albums that I really, really liked and listened to for a long time. But I have to go with Chloe and Halle's Ungodly Hour. I was really impressed by them, because I heard their first album, and to hear the growth that they made in this one is just like amazing to me. They had a great year. It was a close between that one and Xavier Omar, If You Feel, but I had to go with who I think. I basically went with who surprised me more because I think those albums are equally. I can't give it to two people. If I could, I would give it to both of them. But Xavier Omar has always been solid to me, and for them to see them grow and become like young adults and hear the content of the music grow as well is why I give them the nod over Xavier Omar. So Chloe and Halle, The Ungodly Hour is the R&B album of the year. The next category we got is underrated rap album. Now these are albums that I don't think got their credit, that nobody really was talking about. And I also think these are albums that got overlooked. So I'm gonna give, and I had to make a category for them. I wanted to put underrated rap album. So we got Deontay Hitchcock with Better. Now Deontay Hitchcock is a dude I've been listening to for a little bit, and I think he's gonna have a big year next year. Like I think he's destined to have a big year. You got Mozzie Beyond Bulletproof. Mozzie's always been a consistent rapper. You got Blue with Miles. I like that album a lot. Blue. I first heard him with his Blue in Exile, and like he's been a solid underground-ish rapper. You got Elzai, 7 times down, 8 times up. And you got Coda, the Friend, Everything. Now, all of these dudes are like, I think they're buzzing. Mozzie's been out here for forever, so I don't know how he's not getting his credit. But I have to go with Deontay Hitchcock. Deontay Hitchcock's album is the best one out of the bunch. Now, he personally, I don't know how he's not bigger, especially hearing his album, because he got the songs that were like, quote unquote, can be on the radio. Like he got some good features on there. He got Jid on there. He got Black on there. The deluxe edition got like what's his name? Reasons on there. Guap Dad's on there. So he got like the features. He got the singles. I just don't understand why he's not bigger. Maybe because he's not talking about like no disrespectful shit or something. I have no idea. But Deontay Hitchcock's Better is the most underrated album of the year. And that's just how I feel. Now, the next category we got is the underrated R&B album of the year. Now, like I said before, R&B dominated this year, and especially women, but R&B in general dominated this year. So it was hard to dwindle it down to these 6 because I had like 30 down. I had to take some off. Like it was a lot. But these 6 are the ones I think stood out to me, and they're underrated because I saw nobody talking about them. So we got Ro James with Mantic. You got They with Amanda Tape. You got JoJo, Good to Know, which was actually nice to see JoJo come back, at least back to me. I didn't know she was still making music. You got Giveon with Take Time. You got Dinner Party with Dinner Party. And you got Liana La. I don't know how to say her name. I'm not even going to try to butcher it. And it's Haves, and that's the name of the album as well. It's a self-titled. So, to me, the underrated album is Giveon, Take Time. Giveon, his voice is amazing. This dude has star power written all over him. Does not have a bad song. I have not heard a bad song from Giveon. I think Take Time was an amazing project. I think it's more of an EP, but whatever. I'm putting it with the albums. So I think that's the most underrated project that is R&B to come out this year. Now, R&B Song of the Year. Now, with R&B Song of the Year, I took in account popularity. I took in account if the song was good. I took into account a lot of different things when it coming up with the song of the year. Some of these might not be my favorites, but yeah, let's go into the nominees. You have Xavier Omar, So Much More, which is a song that I think is going to be played at weddings. That's his. He got another one with that one. If you heard Blind Man, that song So Much More is going to be like Blind Man when you go to a concert. I'm just saying that right now. You got Jasmine Sullivan with Lost One, which is a song that I think most people who've been in a relationship can relate to. Very sad song, but good song nonetheless. You got Chloe and Haley, Do It. I like that song. That's definitely a song that I see a lot of women playing before they go out. You got Tiana Major, Think About You. Now, when I heard this song, I actually thought it was Jasmine Sullivan. but I was like, who is this? And this made me look into her. If you haven't heard her album, too, give her a listen. That shit is dope. But she's solid. That song is dope. You got Ari Lennox, Bust It. This came out at the beginning of the year. Like when I was like doing my like research and whatever you want to call it, putting together songs, I was surprised this came out. I could have sworn it came out last year, but it didn't. It came out 2020. So Bust It, Ari Lennox. You got Skip Marley featuring her with Slow Down. Dope. Ain't nothing else need to add to that. It's just dope. That's a solid song. Smooth that song. You got Robert Glasper featuring her, Better Than I Imagined. That song right there is just, it's amazing. Like her is amazing. Like her is amazing. But who I gotta go with the winner, with the best song is Ari Lennox, Bust It. That is a song that everybody played. That is a song that was fucking huge. And I gotta give it the best R&B song of the year. So Ari Lennox Bust It is the best R&B song of the year, according to me. Now, rap song of the year. Again, when making this, I went and account for popularity. I went to account for how good the song was, how long it can last, all that stuff. I took into account lyrical, all that. So you got Megan Thee Stallion, Savage remix with Beyonce. That song was everywhere. It was all on TikTok. Like it was, you just couldn't go anywhere without seeing it. You got Jack Harlow, What's Poppin', which is another song that was everywhere. Every time you go on social media or TikTok, or well, TikTok is social media, I guess. Anywhere you saw that. You got Lil Baby's Bigger Picture, which was actually a surprise song to me from him. As somebody who listened to his music, this just didn't seem like the type of song that he would make. But it was nice to see him making a political S type of song. I don't think he'll probably do that again, because his core fans probably wasn't rocking with it like that. But I liked it. You got IDK and Jid. You have Serial. Now this song is just featuring Kenny Mason. This song is just lyrical onslaught. Like they are all killing that shit. I personally think Kenny Mason had the best verse, but it's up for debate. But IDK and Jid, Serial featuring Kenny Mason. You got Toby, Make It Home. Now, Toby had a solid year, mind you, too. But this song, it as a black person, as a black man, meant a lot. You know, 'cause we all just trying to make it home at the end of the day. And then you have Caval, Conversation with Self. Now, this song, I'm not gonna act like it was huge or anything like that, but this song actually spoke to me a lot. Everything he was saying kind of is how I feel about like how I operate. Like I feel like I need to reach out to people more. I feel like I need to, just it's just other stuff like that, personal stuff. And I feel like it was like a song that I wrote. So that song was on here for just that reason alone. I'd say everybody should go listen to it. But to me, the biggest rap song of the year is Meg Thee Stallion Savage remix. Now that, because that song was fucking huge with Beyonce. Everybody was surprised that Beyonce was on there spitting, which I don't know why we surprised at this point. Like she can't do nothing. Like there's nothing she can't do. Meg Thee Stallion had a hit. I don't even know if she intended for that song to be as big as it got, but Savage remix by Meg Thee Stallion is the biggest rap song of the year, and that is the rap song of the year. Now, producer of the year. Now, there are some amazing producers out here. It's just, you got to have a tag when you're a producer now, though, because like people need to know. All these producers that I got nominated actually have a tag, so that says a lot. So without further ado, let's get into these nominees. As I sip my water, you have Hit Boy, you got Wheezy Out of Here, you got Metro Boomin, you got Murder Beats, you got DJ Mustard or Mustard. He doesn't go by DJ Mustard anymore. You got Pierre Bourne, or Bjorn. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how he said it. But to me, no producer had a bigger year than Hit Boy. Like no producer. He produced whole projects, you know. Like he produced Nas's project, he produced all on Big Sean's, he produced Benny the Butcher. Like he was on every project. Like Hit Boy was out of here this year, you know, produced some of his own stuff. Like Hit Boy is the producer of the year. And this is why I have a big gripe with the Grammys for not nominating him as producer of the year. Like to not nominate him, okay, if you don't give him the award, whatever. You know, we know how y'all pick awards. But to not nominate Hit Boy, who's had his hand all over music this year, not just hip hop, all over music. So that is insane to me. But he is the producer of the year. You can't tell me otherwise. Like it don't matter the genre of music, classical. If you put all producers together, it's Hit Boy still. That's my opinion, and I stand by that. So Hit Boy is a producer of the year. Video of the year. Now there have been some dope ass music videos to come out this year. A lot of them had some solid ones. But I gotta go with these videos of the year. These ones are the ones that stood out the most to me. You have The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get the music video at first. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he was just like, seemed like he was on drugs or some shit. So I didn't know, but that video is solid. Visually, it looks nice. You know, they probably were in like Vegas or something. Like, visually, it looks nice. You know, whoever directed that video, you did a great job. Yeah, Future featuring Drake, Life is Good. Um, Drake's bound to give you a good music video, no matter what. Like he's bound to give you one. You have Eminem, Godzilla. Now I'm not big on that song, personally, but I think the music video is amazing. Again, shot amazingly. Don't know who shot the music video. I didn't actually look and see who shot these music videos, which I probably should have, but shot amazingly, visually amazing. Tierra Whack, Dora. Tierra Whack is always gonna give you great visuals. She did not get, man. She need to get her flowers. People don't give her credit. You know, she'll bar you up. You know, her music videos are always interesting. Like, come on, y'all need to stop sleeping on Tierra Whack. And then DJ Khaled's Pop Star that had Justin Bieber basically being Drake, which I actually was like, oh, that's actually kind of entertaining. But the video of the year is, I gotta go with The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. To me, that it is shot the best. Um, it's the one of the only music videos on here that I can watch without the sound. You know, it's good. You know, so The Weeknd, Blinding Lights is the video of the year to me. Let's go on to the next category. Best group. Now, I didn't separate groups by best R&B group or best rap group or best pop group. None of that. If you are a dope group, I put you in the category, you know, because we don't want to put groups that don't belong in the category, you know. Like, we're not just going to do that. So we're going to expand it to all genres, and we're going to get the best group that way. So you got Migos. They're always going to be nominated. They're always going to have a big hit. They're very catchy, very repetitive, but they always have a hit. So yeah, Chloe and Haley, the sisters, you know, they had a big year. They signed by Beyonce, so you already know they were gonna be big because if you signed by Beyonce, like, come on. You got Spillage Village. That's like Earth Gang, Jid, Mariba, I think Black, Jordan Bryant. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. I'm missing a couple people, but like all along, they by themselves they're all dope singers and rappers, but together they are just a dope ass collective. You got Earth Gang as well nominated. The duo, them niggas is solid. You know, Olu he's coming into his own. I low key want a project by him, but I just don't want to see them split up. You know, but I would love an Olu project by himself. You got Dinner Party, Ninth Wonder, Terrence Martin. I think Kamasi Washington. There's another person that I'm missing, but just them alone, that collective, like, come on, that the project is a vibe. You ever heard Dinner Party? It's a vibe. Listen to Dinner Party. Just put it on, clean your house. It's dope. You got Griselda. Griselda is nothing but bars, gritty bars. You know, Buffalo. You know, who would have known Buffalo had a music scene? But you got Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine. Like, you got just it's a solid. You know, that is a solid group. And then Van Jess. I just added Van Jess on there. I've been listening to Van Jess a lot. They're pretty good. Like, you know, they came out of nowhere for me. I started seeing them on YouTube, their old covers, because I heard a couple songs. I heard the feature that they had on Xavier Omar's song and him featured on their song. And I just started listening to their music and they dope. So, but y'all here for the winner. So the winner of this, I have to go with Chloe and Halle again. To me, they had a great year and they have been the best group of the year. They performed at everything possible. You know, they got like 3 big ass hits on there. And then they got like a whole bunch of like just slaps on there, you know. That last song, Royal, on there, I played the fuck out of that. That was one of the most songs I played that so much. So much. Like, it's probably in the top 20, or at least top 10, probably top 10 of the songs I played this year. So, best group is Chloe and Halle, or Haley. I need to get her name down right because I say it 10 different times. But to me, they are the best group, no matter the genre. Now, Rookie of the Year. Now, with Rookie of the Year, we're not talking about, you know, artists that like debuted in 2020. Like, these aren't artists that just came out in 2020. These are artists that made their first splash in 2020. Because all of these people on here been out before, you know, but they all hit the mainstream in 2020 or did the most of their work in 2020. So this is why they're nominated for Rookie of the Year. So I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, but they was out 5 years ago or 4 years ago. No, I don't care. You know, they made their splash this year. So this is why they are the Rookie of the Year nominees for me. Fight me. Now, don't fight me. I don't want no smoke. But you have Giveon, amazing voice, you know, solid. He had 2 solid projects that came out this year. And I can't wait to see what he got coming. You have Jack Harlow was popping, you know. Jack Harlow he's somebody I can see that's gonna be around for a while. You know, he got like a personality. You know, he's not one of them dry like entertainers. You know, he got personality. You can tell. You know, so I think he's gonna be around for a minute. You got Reason. You know, anybody that signed a TDE, yeah, my eyes already open up a little bit. But like Reason was dope. It was barring everybody. You want them bars? Reason gonna give you them bars. Carson's own. Carson's finest, you know. You got Pop Smoke, RP. He was having a great fucking year, you know. He died earlier in the year, but like he started buzzing last year, and then like he came this year hard, and unfortunately he was murdered. But nonetheless, his music still made an impact. He still made an impact. You know, he started that drill stuff for New York to like become really, really popular, in my opinion. So Pop Smoke is also nominated. You got Mulatto. I know she was on Jermaine Dupri's little thing that he did, and I don't care. Her impact was this year. Even though I don't like her name, I think her name is problematic. I can't deny the year that she had. She had hits all over her album, even though it sounded like I would like to see something different, you know, a different sound. But like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know, I'm just nitpicking with at this point. But like, she got a formula that clearly works. So like, I ain't gonna act like them shits weren't slapping. And then you got Baby King. Um, I don't know if he had a big year like that, but every time he puts out a song, I like it. It's solid. It makes an impact to me. So that's why he's nominated on here. But to me, the rookie of the year is no other than Pop Smoke. RIP to Pop Smoke. I think he had a fucking amazing year. I think he was about to smash everything. It's unfortunate that he was murdered. There was too many of them that happened this year in hip hop, in music in general. But we keep seeing rappers getting murdered and rappers getting shot, and that shit got to stop. But Pop Smoke has the biggest year to me for a rookie. It's unfortunate that we're not gonna be able to like see where he would have been and how he grows and all that. But his impact is still felt to this day. And the last thing we have is the MVP of the year. Now, MVP, these are artists that made an impact. These are artists that were on the charts that are not just like in the music, but outside of music when it comes to fashion, TV shows, TikTok, all that, their presence. I took all that in account when doing this. So here are the nominees. You have Little Baby. Um, he is one of the biggest rappers right now. Um, it don't matter. All you gotta do is mention Lil Baby's name, and you gonna make the news. TMZ gonna find you. Shade Room gonna find you. If you're a girl, just say you slept with Lil Baby, and you're gonna make the news. Trust me on that one. Meg The Stallion, her year has been huge. There's nothing she could have did that was wrong. You know, she stays in the news, whether it's for good or bad, or whether it's somebody else doing some fuck shit. Tory Lanez. Um, but she stays in the news. You have Janae Aiku, um, solid music. She has some great features. Like she picked great songs to be on. I just think she had a solid ass year. You got The Weeknd. Yeah, he just always is gonna be on this list. I think The Weeknd always gonna have you a pop song that's super big, and then one that's like more R&B that's super big. He always does that. You know, he got to be on this list. You know, Abel got to be on this list. Even though the Grammy snubbed you, we not gonna snub you over here at the Radio Raheem show. The Harris show ain't gonna do you like that, boy. You got Roddy Rich, you know, who capitalized on the box. He just kept going. He had a great year. So we have to give it to Roddy Rich. And you have her. Now I love her. Hers hasn't made a bad song to me. Like she's one of the most talented individuals out there. She I think she's gonna be a legend. Like I think she's gonna be legend status. She's one of the few artists that you see talk about stuff. You don't really get that. So her is definitely nominated as well for MVP of the year. But y'all coming for who wins? Who is the MVP of the year, in my opinion? And that is Meg The Stallion. Meg The Stallion is the MVP of the year because she's everywhere. She's on music, she's in commercials, she's in fashion, TikTok. Like Savage took over TikTok, took over. She's starting challenges and stuff. Like Meg The Stallion is the MVP of the year. Uh, I see great things coming from Meg The Stallion, not just in music, but outside of music. And to me, she is the most valuable player, the MVP. So this has been the Wrap It Up Awards. I've been your boy, Jamal Radio Raheem Harris. Until next year, y'all be safe out here and hope 2021 is better than 2020. Peace.